Thank you, Madam Speaker. Democrats have enjoyed unilateral control of Washington for the last 17 months, and we all know the results. Record inflation, soaring gas prices, unhinged crime in our cities, and uninhibited illegal immigration. And in the midst of all this, what issue gets their primetime billing? Very simple. They're displaying their seething hatred for Donald Trump and anybody who ever supported him. For nearly a year now, they have invested thousands of hours, millions upon millions of taxpayer dollars. They've interviewed hundreds and hundreds of witnesses. They compiled 100,000 pages of documents. They hired lawyers, consultants, and even big network TV producers, and all for what? They're doing this production, this rehash, this replay of a moment-by-moment dissection of a terrible event that took place here a year and a half ago. They thought the American people would be riveted by their production, but the ratings have proven what everybody already knew. The American people have lived through all this, and they have moved on. In fact, we thought it was interesting, according to one report, CBS's decision to bump a Young Sheldon rerun from its primetime slot in favor of Thursday's January 6 hearing resulted in fewer viewers than the identical time slot the prior week. So reruns of Young Sheldon played better than the January 6 drama. The American people have moved on. They have moved on to caring about things that actually affect their daily lives. Look, the criminals involved in January 6 are being prosecuted. Lessons about Capitol security were learned here. We'll never know the true facts about all that, of course, because Speaker Pelosi's partisan committee will not look into why we didn't have adequate security here. But the Senate produced a bipartisan report on all these events a year ago. The truth is, the Democrats could hire an army of broadcast media executives and specialists to try to boost their ratings, but it will not change the simple facts. The election this fall is going to be about three things. It's going to be about inflation, immigration, and incompetence. The staggering levels of incompetence that the Democrats in charge of Washington put on display here every single day. And if the Democrats want to reverse their political fortunes, they need to reverse their policies, but we all know, of course, they refuse to do that. And so hardworking American families will continue, very sadly, to struggle as our country becomes less safe, less secure, and less stable by the hour. I'm grateful for my colleagues for joining us tonight to discuss the myriad crises facing our country. They're all taking a back seat to the Democrats' reality show, but we think it's important to point out to the American people the realities here, the true realities of what's happening and what we're facing as a country, these unprecedented challenges. Madam Speaker, I am happy to yield first to the fine gentleman from the state of Pennsylvania, Mr. Keller.